Welcome back. You're watching World This Morning. And breaking news coming in now. India's Joint Secretary at the UNES, Srinivas Gotru, on Wednesday took on Pakistan's Foreign Minister Bilawal Bhutto Zardari's remarks on minorities and the Kashmir issue. He said, "It is ironic that Islamabad, which itself has committed grievous violation of minority rights, is speaking about the rights of minorities in other countries." So India takes on Pakistan. Let's listen in to what Mr. Gotru said in his statement.
Mr. President, I am also constrained to respond to one delegation that has chosen yet again to misuse this forum and make false allegations against my country. It is therefore important for me to set the record straight. It is ironic that Pakistan is speaking about the rights of minorities. For a country that has even stopped publishing its data to hide its shameful record, it is amazing that they have even brought up this subject. It has a long history of having committed the gravest violations of minority rights that the world has ever seen. We know that what Pakistan has done to its minorities. It has decimated them. Some of these minorities have become extinct within Pakistan. Even today, Pakistan continues to commit grave violations of the rights of Sikhs, Hindus, Christians, and the Ahmadiyyas. Thousands of women and children, particularly girls from minorities communities, have been subjected to abductions, forced marriages, and conversions within Pakistan. The entire union territories of Jammu and Kashmir and Ladakh were, are, and will always be an integral and inalienable part of India, irrespective of what the representative of Pakistan believes or covets. We call on Pakistan to stop cross-border terrorism so that our citizens can exercise their right to life and liberty. We hope that they will desist from attempts to abuse and politicize such meetings.
And now let's move on to other stories. NASA encountered some trouble early in the day on Wednesday as the space agency tested to determine if a fuel leak on the Artemis 1 rocket was fixed. Still, engineers were able to problem solve and move forward with the tanking test NASA managers are calling successful. Here's more.
NASA ran into another hydrogen leak while fueling the agency's moon rocket during a practice run, but was able to troubleshoot the problem. The National Astronautics and Space Administration's test on Wednesday aimed to demonstrate that engineers can transfer vast amount of supercooled propellants, liquid hydrogen and liquid oxygen into the rocket's tank. Around 10 a.m. Eastern Time, NASA teams detected a hydrogen leak during fueling. Engineers paused flowing liquid hydrogen into the rocket as they came up with a plan to deal with the leak, which emerged at a connection point between a fuel line and the space launch system. Later, teams restarted fueling and shortly engineers had successfully filled the liquid hydrogen tank on the main part of the rocket. That marked a milestone for Wednesday's test because the agency wasn't able to complete fueling earlier this month. Previously, NASA has disclosed that an operator made an error during the September 3rd fueling effort by adding more pressure than planned to a fuel line.
We need to get the tanking test done, and then we'll have to look at what is the realism and schedule for us for launch periods 27 and 28 based on what we learned from the tanking test and what the team would need to do to roll back if we haven't gotten that waiver from the range and look at the impacts for 27 and 28.
Once launched, the crew capsule atop the rocket will be the first to orbit the moon in 50 years. Agency report, Republic TV.
And that's all in the world this morning. But coming up next in the Morning Express, after 2 years, the final TRP report submitted. Details are not out yet.